Before this video starts, please be aware that this is test number 3 on this product. This means that I'm using the same sample that was prepared in test 1, so all the test preparation steps are the same. I show those steps again in this video for those who might be watching the videos out of order, but if you've already seen the preparation for this sample in another video, feel free to skip to the time shown on the screen to get straight to the test analysis. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. Hello everyone and welcome to Is It Truly Gluten Free? Today we're going to be testing General Mills Cheerios. So as you can see, this product is labeled gluten free. No other indicators. It does say gluten free right here on the side. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started here. Now I am going to blend this up prior to testing, just to give the test kit the best shot at actually detecting the gluten. Alright, so we'll throw the lid on here and we'll put it in the blender. Now I'm not showing the actual blending process because of the fact that the vibrations from the blender, I'm afraid, will knock the camera out of kilter. So I've got the blender over here on another table. We're just going to do it that way. All right, so there we've got it. Now at this point, I'm going to go ahead and pour this sample into this plastic bag. Okay, so we're set. We've got our Cheerios sample here, and we'll go ahead and move forward with the tests momentarily. Okay, we're ready to begin the testing and analysis process. So I've got my bag of Cheerios that were ground up, and first step is to weigh out 1 gram of the Cheerios. And we're going to put that into this vial right here. I've got it labeled with a C, meaning Cheerios. Here's 1 gram, roughly. Okay, for the next step, I need to take my extraction solution, which I have here. I need to put it into the vial containing the food sample. And I've got to do that. I've got to put 10 milliliters of the extraction into that vial. So, got my pipette set to 10 milliliters. Okay, now what I've got to do is vortex this thing to get everything all mixed thoroughly. All right, now we're ready for the incubation phase, where basically we're going to put these vials, these samples, into a thermostatic water bath. Now I am putting multiple samples in just because that's more efficient. I'm going to do 6 at a time. So these need to incubate in this hot water bath for about 40 minutes at 50 degrees Celsius. I'm going to come back periodically and vortex all of the samples, and then we'll proceed from there. It's time for the first vortex round for the Cheerios sample. Second round of vortexing. Third and last round for vortexing. Okay, now it's time to centrifuge the samples. We just finished with the incubation, and now let me open the centrifuge here. So again, as with the incubation, I'm going to be centrifuging multiple samples at the same time, just for efficiency's sake. So I have 6 spots in my centrifuge. I have 6 samples here. So I am going to centrifuge these now. I'm going to do it for 10 minutes at 2500 Gs. The centrifuge is finished now with the samples. So I've got my Cheerios samples here, And this is the vial that was centrifuged. Now you'll notice that the solids have been pushed to the bottom and we've got this liquid on top. That's what we're after at this point. I'm going to transfer it into this empty vial. And now I can discard the original sample vial, because what we're really after, meaning the gluten, is in this thing. So now at this point, I'm going to allow this vial to stand for a little bit, just to allow it to come to room temperature. So as I said in the beginning of this video, this is the third test on the Cheerios. I'm going to be raising the level of detection to 10 parts per million this time, because the tests at 3 and 5 parts per million came back positive for gluten. So I'm going to label my new vial with a 10 to distinguish it from the other two. Okay, so to get a 10 parts per million limit of detection, we need to put 986.7 microliters of the dilution solution into the vial, and after that we'll put in the appropriate amount of our food sample. Okay, so we've got our dilution. Now the amount of sample we need to put in amounts to 13.3 microliters. All right, let's mix that. Okay. So now, once again, I need 100 microliters. I'm going to go into this third well here. Okay. We'll drop the test strip in the well. Timer for 10 minutes. Okay, our 10 minutes is up. Let's have a look at this strip, and I do not see any sign of pink or red on that strip at all. So basically what that means, just a summary here, it appears that Cheerios has a gluten content above 3 parts per million, above 5 parts per million, but below 10 parts per million. Which is acceptable because the federally mandated limit for gluten-free products is 20 parts per million. So according to the GlutenTox Sticks Plus test kit, this product has less than 10. So it's well below the FDA limit. That means that for most people with celiac disease, this product is probably just fine. But if you happen to be one of the few who are extremely sensitive to gluten, you may want to avoid Cheerios. So this concludes our first test on General Mills Cheerios using GlutenTox Sticks Plus. At some future date, we'll test this product again to see if anything has changed. In the meantime, we've got lots of other tests on the way, so stick around for those. And until then, see you next time. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you'd like to stay updated on new gluten test videos as they're posted, don't forget to subscribe. You can also visit us on the web at isittrulyglutenfree.com or follow us on social media at isittrulyglutenfree. Thanks again and have a great day.